band ring. We also have a coordinating bracelet, so we'll show you that in just a moment. This is the first day we're offering this ring at this low clearance price, also less than $30, $27.72, sizes 5 through 11. We have 2 color options for you. We have the navy and we have the ivory, both intertwined with gold tone, and also with those 3 easy monthly payments, $9.24. Again,
we can offer both of them because she had both. As a matter of fact, we're going to show you right after this, she had a matching bracelets that went to it. It was March of 1958. In 1958, her son was born, the second child. And of course, at that time, it was very important. They needed a male heir in order for the Monaco to continue the way it was. Now, laws have changed, and it doesn't matter whether it's male or female, but at that time in 1958. And of course, the prince himself was absolutely thrilled about having a second child and to have a son. And he decided he was going to get a larger apartment in Paris. And they moved to a big apartment in Avenue Foch in Paris, and that is one of the biggest shopping streets in the world. It is the Rodeo Drive, it is the Fifth Avenue of Paris. It is a store where if you live on this, as you step out of your apartment, left or right, you've got the best stores in the world. And that's what Grace did. When they moved into the apartment, she was flabbergasted by what the stores were there. And she went from one to the other. And she knew, she came from a wealthy family in Philadelphia, and she understood and knew what was special. What was special about France? Enameled jewelry. The only place in the world, and I'm not talking about France, I'm talking about Paris.
Yes.
And the only place in the world that could make fabulous enameled jewelry was Paris. And she walked into one of those very famous stores. Those ones, starts with a C, or sounds like Cartier, something like that.
Something like Cartier.
Yeah. And she walked into that store, and there she saw the most fabulous enameled jewelry, rings and a bracelet. She bought it originally in the ivory color. She brought it home. She showed it to the prince. She bought the bracelet also. Tell you the same story when we show that in a few minutes. And he said how beautiful it is. She had never seen anything as beautiful in this ivory enameled color. So perfect. And she told him that it was there in navy too, and she was upset. Maybe she didn't know if she bought the right one. The next morning, the prince went into that store, and he bought the other one to make sure that it matched her size, and both the bracelet and of course the ring, and then made a deal with them. He said, "I will use your name if you want. When anybody asks where did that come from, but in trade, you will never make another one of these again." And they agreed. Because his word of saying Cartier was very major, really major. And they never made this ring for anyone else. But before that, he said, "Have you sold it to anyone?" And they said, "No, no, no." It was actually the first day they put it out when the princess walked in.
Oh, how amazing.
He brings back the navy. She's got them both. And we're going to show you photographs of her wearing the combination. They wear, never together, but they were worn.
Oh, I wore them together. I jumped ahead. I just want to point out, if you're loving that navy, that is the most popular right now. Again, the first day we're offering this at the clearance price of $27 and change. So don't wait on this one. If you're loving them, especially that navy, now's the time to place your order. Pictures.
Pictures, if we could see some of them, would really be good. These are photographs of her. And again, it was obtained in 1958. But she continued wearing them. There's nothing that she ever bought herself, or a lot of the gifts. There were some gifts that were given, she wore it once. She just wasn't, and we're not duplicating those because the palace has told us she didn't really like it, even though we have photographs of it. So we don't bother doing it if she didn't like it. Here is the ivory bracelet, and there's the ivory ring is on at the same time. I'm going to be showing you that bracelet in just a few seconds. Again, 1958 when her second son was born. This is not 1958 anymore. You can see her age. I'd say she's in her mid-40s at this point. And here's the navy. And you can see the navy on here. And of course, the ring is a match to it on each of them. This is what they look like together, the two of them that are together, so you can see them blown up. It is a raised section in here. It was was in 19 karat gold, which is what Europe uses for our 18 karat. They call it 19 karat. It's the same color, but they call it 19 karat. We have in 18 karat is 75% pure gold, 25% unknown, and in 19 karat it's 80% pure gold and 20% of different metals. And it is raised up, and both of these rings are done, and the enameling, the French enameling, is done over it, and we have matched that French enameling absolutely perfect.
Exquisite. Sizes 5 through 11 here. First opportunity anyone is getting to get this home on clearance price. You were the first. $27 and change. That navy that we're seeing right there, the most popular. The ivory is more limited. Your item number here is J362082. Now, if you love this ring, if you love the look of the enamel, then you're going to want to consider this matching bangle. Whether you like to wear similar pieces together, I know I'm having a moment where I like everything to match. I go through phases, so you can